Hello everyone and welcome back to my kitchen. Today we'll be making the most delicious lemon blueberry rolls filled with a lemon cream cheese filling, homemade blueberry jam topped with a simple lemon icing. These rolls are super soft and fluffy, and the combination of the cream cheese filling and the blueberries is so delicious. These rolls are perfect for any occasion. Let me show you how to make this easy recipe. We're going to get things started today with our homemade blueberry jam. It comes together in no time and it's so delicious. If you don't have the time to make your own jam, you can always use store-bought as well. We're starting with 4 cups of fresh blueberries. We're going to place them into a saucepan. Add half a cup of white granulated sugar. And we're going to cook the berries over a medium heat. Let them come up to a simmer. Let the berries simmer away for about 8 to 10 minutes until they're nicely softened and you get this beautiful jam. I am going to thicken it with a little bit of cornstarch. So I've mixed together a 1.5 tablespoons of cornstarch with a couple tablespoons of water. And I'm going to pour this in to really help thicken up the jam. Give that a mix. And then we're going to set this jam aside to cool. Next, we'll make our cream cheese filling. I'm starting with 2 8-ounce packages, so 16 ounces total of softened cream cheese. I'm going to add the zest of 2 large lemons, and this is going to add incredible lemon flavor. And we'll add a squeeze of lemon juice, about 1 tablespoon, 1 cup of powdered sugar, a little pinch of sea salt, and 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Let's mix this all together. And now let's get started on the dough. We're going to start with half a cup of white granulated sugar. Drop that into a large mixing bowl. And to the sugar, we're going to add the zest of 2 large lemons. And this is going to add incredible lemon flavor directly into the dough. So you have a little bit of that zestiness in every single bite. And then use your fingers to blend together the lemon zest and the sugar, releasing those citrus oils. Next, into the lemon sugar, we're going to pour in 1 cup of whole milk, 2 large eggs, 1 teaspoon of sea salt, 1/3 cup of melted unsalted butter, and 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Whisk this all together for a few minutes until the eggs are well beaten. And we'll need 1 tablespoon of instant yeast. Sprinkle that in. If you want to use conventional yeast, I'll have those instructions up on my website for you. Gradually begin adding in 4 cups of all-purpose flour. And I add a little bit at a time, whisk it in well after each addition. And then once this batter thickens, I'll switch over to a spatula. Once the dough starts to pull together into a ball, we're going to transfer on a well-floured work surface. You need to start kneading the dough gently so it all comes together. Knead the dough for about 5 to 7 minutes until it's really smooth and elastic. You want it to be very soft, but no longer sticky. My dough is nicely formed. I'm going to cover it with a kitchen towel, let it stand for about 15 minutes to let it rest, and then we'll come back to roll it out and shape our rolls. Let's get this rolled out. I like to just roughly shape the dough into a little rectangle. We're gonna roll it out into a large rectangle. I usually do about 20 by 22, roughly, just something on the larger side. And then it's time to add our fillings. I'm going to start with our lemon cream cheese filling first. We need to spread this evenly to all the edges. And I can already smell that lemony aroma. It smells so good. I'm so excited for these rolls. They're gonna be incredible. And next, it's time for our blueberry jam. I've cooled this down to room temperature. Drop that over the cream cheese filling. Make sure to get both of the cream cheese and the blueberry filling all the way to the edges, so those end roll pieces have all the delicious filling as well. Time to roll everything right up. Start at one end, gently just kind of roll the dough over the fillings so we can get started on a log. And try to kind of lift and roll the dough so that the fillings don't squeeze out too much. They are going to come out just a little bit, but if you kind of just lift and roll over them like so. Use a very sharp knife and score the log first. We're gonna do 12 rolls. So divide the log into quarters and then into 3 rolls each. I've lined my casserole dish with parchment paper and we're going to start transferring these rolls into the pan. And this looks a little messy, but just trust the process, because once these are baked up in the oven, they're going to taste so good. And once your rolls are nicely arranged in the casserole, we're going to pour in 3/4 cups of either cream or half and half. You can always even use whole milk. Pour that over the rolls. And this is the secret to getting the softest and fluffiest rolls. It just transforms the rolls and it gives the most incredible texture. And now we wait for our rolls to proof for about 45 minutes to an hour until the dough is light and fluffy. I like to keep my pan next to the oven, which I have preheating. That warm air really helps proof the dough quicker. We're going to preheat the oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit, and once the rolls are proofed, bake them for about 35 minutes until they're a beautiful golden brown color on the top. Then we'll come back to make a lemon icing to go over these rolls. It's going to add even more incredible lemon flavor. My rolls have proofed nicely and now they are ready to go into the oven. Let's make that lemon glaze. I'm starting with 1.5 cups of powdered sugar. We're going to squeeze in some lemon juice. So I'm starting with about 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. And just start giving it a whisk, get all that powdered sugar incorporated. I just took my rolls out of the oven and they're still bubbling away. I'm going to take this glaze and just kind of drizzle it over the top while the rolls are still hot, and then we're going to save the remainder. You could just kind of add it on top when you're serving the rolls. And check out this incredible blueberry roll. I'm going to add more of that lemon drizzle on top and dig in to enjoy. I wanted to give you guys a little close-up so you could see just how soft this dough is. It's just so light and tender on the inside. You have that cream cheese, the blueberry jam. This is gonna be so good. And that's it for my blueberry lemon cream cheese rolls. These smell so good when they're in the oven. The combination of the berries with the lemon and the cheese, it is a match made in heaven. Head on down into the video description box for all the recipe details up on my website, including this recipe with metric measurements. And now let's dig in to enjoy these incredible rolls. I could totally imagine these for like a spring or summertime event. These are perfect as a breakfast or brunch idea too. These rolls are heavenly. That bite right there was so good. The dough is so soft and fluffy, and I love that it has loads and loads of lemon flavor. Then you have that creamy cream cheese filling, the homemade blueberry jam on the inside. These are just phenomenal. They are going to be the biggest hit for any gathering. Let's grab another little bite of this deliciousness. I just can't get over the textures and the flavors here. The blueberries, the lemons, the super soft and fluffy dough. This is the ultimate treat for a little weekend brunch. Thank you guys so much for watching my latest episode. I hope you enjoy these incredible blueberry lemon rolls at home, and I'll see you next time with a new recipe.